Today I will be giving a seminar of multi-class retinal diseases detection using deep convolutional neural network. So what motivated me to choose this topic? Everyone in this room must know at least one person who is diabetic, and due to diabetes, retinal diagnosis is very important, because due to diabetes, diabetic retinography disease of eye occurs. So manual diagnosis of retinal detachment is very laborious, and it requires intensive study and 2 or 3 days. So to ensure awareness and early detection of retinal detachment for everyone across society. Even in rural areas, people have been suffering from retinal detachment but do not have access to this technology. So the retinal detachment is a severe ocular situation that may lead to serious blindness and may even cause permanent loss of vision. So I will read the problem statement once. Retinal detachment is a severe ocular situation that may lead to serious visual impairment without prior warning. The early identification of the retinal detachment can enhance the probability of successful retinal reattachment and improve vision outcomes. Manual diagnosis of retinal detachment is laborious, tedious, and very hard for enormous clinical applications. We proposed an innovative computer-assisted screening tool to identify retinal detachment from retinographic color fundus images. So the aim is to develop an efficient convolutional neural network that will take images as an input and classify the retinal detachment, on which stage the retinal detachment has occurred. It is mild, severe, or non-recoverable. The system will provide early and accurate detection of RD, retinal detachment, to assist ophthalmologists. So it is not only for retinal detachment, because the objectives of the project are to detect and classify diabetic retinal diseases. There are more than 30 classes of diabetic diseases, and ensure high accuracy and fast performance. So I will start with the seminar topic. The retinal diseases are spreading widely among humans of all ages. There are multiple diabetic retinopathy, age-related macular degeneration, and glaucoma are various types of retinal detachment. Many stages of arts, ML, and deep learning models have been proposed for classification and segmentation, but we will be implementing the identification of the retinal diseases. This research purpose of CNN model based on deep learning for classifying multi-class eye disease detection. So the literature survey. Till now the traditional methods of retinal disease diagnosis are used, like optical coherence tomography, which are manual scans of the diabetic retinopathy. Then deep learning approach of retinal disease detection came, in which the INET dataset was implemented, in which there are 32 classes of various diabetic diseases, and then the multi-class classification model came. Then unit segmentation model has been developed, in which the images are segmented, but it is very costly and high memory consumption. So it is a limitation of it. And now we are using generative algorithms and randomized neural networks, which have explored to optimize deep learning architectures for higher accuracy. But these are also costly and require very fast and strong computers. So the challenges are the high computational cost, limited availability of large well-adapted datasets. Only 2 or 3 datasets are available, and the INET dataset is the only dataset which has more than 30 classes of eye diseases. and again multi-class classification. Only two researches have been done in which there are multiple more than 15 classes of higher degrees. So the future direction is that we have to make a lightweight convolutional neural network for real-time and mobile-based retinal detection, and it will be self-learning and improve the performance and on small data sets. So the methodology. First we will collect the data collection and preprocessing. The data set used is INET, which has 32 classes. Each class is in a separate folder and consists of separate diseases. So the pre-processing steps are: first is the resizing of images. The images will be resized to a particular format, and then normalization. Again, the images will be normalized to a specific gradient and saturation. Means all, and then data augmentation. The data augmentation in which the images will be transformed, like rotation, scaling, and to increase the training data set. And the data set is divided into training and testing data set, each consisting of 80 and 20%. So let's have a look at the architecture of the convolutional neural network. So the neural network consists of an input layer in which the input of images is taken. In this, the size is 100 into 100. The convolutional layers are in which the batch normalization and backtracking. Convolutional layers are the layers in which batch normalization occur, and we perform mathematical multiplications and functions and apply some filters to get the data. And then pooling layers we remove the extra data and divide it into smaller groups. The fully connected layer, it consists of it takes the data from the convolutional layer and then creates an output. The softmax layer takes the output and then gives mathematical representation like accuracy and precision of it. So for optimization, we have used Hadar optimizer, that is adaptive moment optimization, and cross entropy loss function, that is the checking of labeled data and the data that is came after processing. So for model training, the training strategy is back propagation and batch normalization for improved learning. And to prevent overfitting, we have used dropout layers. That means randomly some data which is generated will be dropped off or given zero value. So the evaluation metrics are accuracy, which measures the correctness of the prediction, then precision, which gives the total correct. The precision gives the total correct true positive value out of the all positive values, and recall gives the first negative values out of the total. The F1 score handles class imbalance issues, and confusion matrix is the visual representation of the model performance. Now we'll have a look at the outcome of the model. The achieved accuracy is 95%, which is outperforming all the previous traditional models. The previous model have given an accuracy of maximum of 90 to 92%. So, and also the memory optimization. This model was trained on a CPU of only 64 GB RAM and i7 processor. So this is a very low for medical processors. So this can be used for, now we'll have a look at the applications. This can be used in deep learning, image classification, data preprocessing, and model optimization. The performance evaluation metrics are the accuracy, the real world diagnosis effort and enables early detection and classification. It can be integrated into mobile or any cloud devices. So in conclusion, we studied the application of deep convolutional neural networks for multi-class retinal disease identification. We explored the various learning architectures, pre-processing techniques, and data augmentation that offer the. This seminar will help in model selection and data pre-processing, performance evaluation, and optimization techniques to enhance the accuracy and efficiency of work. Here are the references I took for creating this seminar. Questions?
Yes, questions, students? Any questions? Shivam? Kishore? Ishwari?
Images
Reports.
of eye scans on and that will be processed into the given specific size.
INET is the only data set.
No, there are Spike and 2 or 3 more data
How many
sets.
records are involved?
In this there are more than 500 images and which
500 images.
yes which have been modified. Means reshaped, resized, scale is changed. They are grayscale. Some are grayscale, some have increased saturations.
Okay. So
Or
like are they classified based on this characteristic?
no, they are classified according to the diseases. Means retinal, diabetic retinopathy, or AMD, or glaucoma. Means all 13 types of eye diseases.
13 types.
30.
30.
Because it's not that we have to identify that it is, we have to specify that it is not all other diseases. We have to also check that, otherwise it means many diseases have same symptoms. So we also have to make sure of that, that it is not
So like,
any
is
other
there any
disease.
problem or issue identified by this researcher, group of researchers, towards aim of this topic?
No, but in some diseases its accuracy is very less. Like in AMD it is 74%.
So can we have any other model other than CNN? Or what are the CNN model architectures you want here? Other than that?
Yes ma'am, there are other models.
Which?
Means without using deep convolution, we have used KNN networks.
KNN networking?
No, no, RNN.
KNN is network. What is RNN? काही पण असं
मॅम हे RNN आहे.
काय पण RNN ते तर सांगशील?
Revaluation
हाँ.
neural net.
पेपरचं evaluation असतं in 7th century.
सिंगल लेअर रिकरंट, मल्टी लेअर रिकरंट.
Recurrent
आहे ना
revision.
त्या टॉपिक मध्ये. पण दिले पेपर मध्ये. डिफरन्स सांगता येईल सिंगल लेअर मल्टी लेअर. सिंगल लेअर मल्टी लेअर रिकरंट नेटवर्क्स.
Recurrent